JoziMyBeginning is a competition that inspires communities to find solutions to their daily problems. With the 50 million Rand prize fund, the initiative aims to develop bright ideas from city residents that will benefit the public at large. This is the JoziMyBeginning show. In this episode, we visit the Origin Center at Wits University. We profile Brian Nkolisa, inventor of the mobile traffic lights. We get tips from expert advisor Liz Dom. And in the big interview, we speak to Khumutso Poe, founder of Soweto Outdoor Adventures. Sanbonani, Molweni, Dumelang, and welcome to the JoziMyBeginning show. My name is Nozipho Mpanza, and for the next half hour, we'll give you all access to the City of Joburg's Community Innovation Fund. We'd love to keep interacting with you throughout our show, so visit us on our social media pages, JoziMyBeginning on Facebook and @JoziMyBeginning on Twitter. We'd love to hear from you throughout the course of the show. The evolution of mankind is fascinating to most people. We visited the Origin Center at Wits University to learn more about the world-class venue showcasing humanity's origins.
The Origin Center tells a story about deep history, and it's really about the dawn of time. And that word, paleosciences, that Latin word really is a word to describe this material that is researched by some of the top scientists in the world who are located in this corner of the university in the Evolutionary Sciences Institute, in the Rock Art Researchers Institute, and in the Center of Excellence. So they're the scientists and the academics who underpin the story that is told in this, the Origin Center, which we're standing in the South African Museum of Rock Art. Welcome to the Origin Center. We're in the first exhibition area, and you're looking at a piece of sculpture of the globe with Africa in the center. It's woven in metal with copper, and it's produced by Walter Altman, who's an artist, one of many artists whose works can be seen in the museum, and he is based at Wits University. So what he's representing is the centrality of Africa in the story of origins. And the copper lines that run through the piece are showing the movement of humanity from 1 million years ago, 200,000 years ago, and the museum tells the story of migration out of Africa. It's a working museum, and it's part of a cluster of the 13 collections and museums on the university campus. And this is one of the museums that had significant investment 10 years ago. So it's accessible to the public. The story about early origins of hominids in the cradle, we deal with that in the museum. We also have a site with 2 gardens. It has a Kalahari garden and a Drakensberg garden. So there's an opportunity to experience the natural dimension to the story of origins. The advent of the city sightseeing bus has been very important for the Origin Center. The majority of our visitors are Johannesburg residents and then school children, but we get tourists from 40 different countries, and they're able to get here now with great ease on the city sightseeing bus. And they're also able to visit Origins and see it in the context of Johannesburg. We're very high above sea level, and we're almost at the highest point here. And the building is located on the watershed. And if you look north, you're looking into the Indian Ocean basin. And if you look south, you're looking into the Atlantic Ocean basin. So, and we're on the Witwatersrand. It's the University of the Witwatersrand. And if you look at the logo of the badge of the university, it has these waves of water. And so referring to the springs that emanate from the base of this hilltop on which we're located. So the story of Johannesburg really is a three-part story, and greater Johannesburg, not just only Johannesburg. And so it's the story of that seam of gold that runs along more or less just, a kilometer from where we are. And it runs from many hundreds of kilometers east-south. So there's the story of gold, and therefore the story of labor and capitalism along that line. And then if you go south, the most important story is the story of resistance, the story of oppression of black South Africans, the story of townships in Soweto. And then if you go north, it's the story of origins. You go out to the cradle and you're going to have this very, very deep history. So if you frame Origin Centre at the centre of this geography, then you can start to make sense of Johannesburg as a place. And so I think that's really why it's not only is it Origins as a beginning of things, but it's also Origins, the centre, geographically located on this hill.
It really is a great treasure that the pride of South African history is rightfully preserved in these monuments of humankind. Our website, JoziMyBeginning.co.za, is a great source of help for entrepreneurs. We often share news, articles, and useful links to help you succeed. The man behind all our social media is Brandon, and here he is with our weekly hints and tips.
Hi, I'm here to give you some entrepreneurial hints and tips. Today I'll be giving you 5 tips to startup success. Firstly, begin with a plan. Not necessarily a full business plan, but you do need to plan. Determine how much money you may need to invest, determine long-term and short-term goals, and perhaps formulate a marketing plan. Secondly, find a mentor. You may know someone who started their own business. A great resource is Score. They're a company dedicated to assisting small business owners online for free. You can also seek assistance from other small businesses, observe them, and even reach out to them. Thirdly, make sure you have enough money in the bank. Don't quit your day job just yet. Set up a savings account with enough funds to cover at least 6 months of expenses. That should give you enough time to get going. Fourth, stay competitive. You may think your business is unique, but you need to conduct a competitive analysis in which you must include your products, prices, promotions, advertising, distribution, quality, and service. You also need to be aware of the outside influences that affect your business. Know what differentiates you from your competitors and capitalize on it. Fifth, remember, all systems grow. Word of mouth is the best method of growing your business. Get referrals from satisfied clients and attend industry events like conferences and seminars where you can network. Always have your business card ready. Additionally, do some charity work. All of these will help you grow your brand. So to summarize, begin with a plan, find a mentor, make sure you have enough money in the bank, stay competitive, and remember, all systems grow. That's all from me for hints and tips. I hope that they help you to grow your business. Be sure to follow us on Facebook at JoziMyBeginning and on Twitter at JoziMyBeginning. Until next time, keep focused.
Power outages are a pain for most of us and can be a real hazard to road users. No power means no traffic lights, which is often the beginning of a bad day on the road. Brian Golisa has found a way for us to work around this with his innovation of a mobile emergency traffic lights.
Hi, my name is Brian Golisa. the founder of Ngolinet Technologies. As a motorist, you always, traffic lights are not working. Then I came up with this idea of mobile emergency traffic light. That it's a movable traffic light that you can take it anywhere. You can just put it in the bag and move it to where there is a problem. You can take 3 traffic lights that are controlled by one system. Then you just clip on the existing traffic light, the set of traffic lights. You combine this traffic light with the pole mount bracket. It's flexible. You can turn it anywhere you want. You can put it there on the stop sign. I'll be working with the University of Johannesburg, so they can help me to complete the design, the manufacturing of the prototype.
Brian is clearly a man that sees the light through the darkness. We wish him all the best in his journey through the competition. Coming your way on Jozi My Beginning, we bring you tips from our expert advisor and mentor, Liz Dom. We bring you the entrepreneurial and innovation news on our news today. And we chat to Khomotso Poe of Soweto Outdoor Adventures on the big interview. Welcome back to the show that takes you behind the scenes of the 50 million Rand Community Innovation Fund. Remember, if you want to access our hints and tips, general and competition information, or just to share your thoughts and comments with us, do so via our social media pages. That is Jozi My Beginning on Facebook and at Jozi My Beginning on Twitter. We'd love to hear from you. A successful business combines all the fine elements of innovation, passion, hard work, and good management. Liz Dom provides expert advice on how to develop a great business.
Hello, and welcome to the last webisode in our series on designing and growing a strong and successful business. You've now built your product to a point where customers can access it, but how do you go about significantly growing your base? Growth hacking is a broad term used to describe a mindset and associated activities that specifically focus on rapid user customer growth goals. Growth hackers, using their knowledge of product and distribution, find ingenious technology-based avenues for growth that sometimes push the boundaries of what is expected or advised. There's no single magic formula that can be applied for every business, but there are processes and tactics that you can experiment with to suit your particular needs. This could include prototyping, testing, and updating assets such as content experiments to generate leads on your website, providing an easy entry into your brand, such as optimizing your website landing page for signups and other conversions, using social media and blogging to involve users in order to engineer the social stickiness of your product, influencer marketing to reach your intended audience with sincerity, and then making sure your product offering provides a fast, hassle-free solution. And there are many other forms of measurable methods to achieve growth. In a startup, you need someone with a narrower focus on growth. If anything, a growth hacker is a marketer which has restricted their activities to growth alone. It is about being persistent in uncovering the tactics that work, allowing you to build upon minor successes as you slowly move your product forward. Visit our website for a list of handy resources for your growth hacking efforts, such as practical guides and templates to track your experiments. Also look out for case studies, such as Airbnb, to learn how some companies have managed to achieve exponential growth. Thanks for watching.
Visit our website www.JoziMyBeginning.co.za for this mentorship video and much more. Soweto is home to millions of South Africans and holds great historical significance. As a result, it's filled with many exciting attractions. One such attraction is the Soweto Outdoor Adventure. Puno sat down with founder Khomotso Powe to learn about the full Gussie experience with the touch of adventure and adrenaline.
Joining me in studio, we have an entrepreneur who's bringing fun and adventure to Soweto. We have the co-founder of Soweto Outdoor Adventures, Khomotso Powe. Welcome to the show, Khomotso.
Thank you for having me.
Please tell us what your business offers to the public.
Our business offers outdoor activities within Soweto, from your quad biking, go-karting, paintballing, boot camp to Soweto Amazing Race, and other fun water experiences will be coming in September.
Sure. Sounds like a lot of active work, so you need to be friendly, active, energetic all the time. How do you keep going?
Just keeping it fun. They say do the things that make you happy, and that's exactly what I do. Every day I go out and I market and I sell this type of business because that's who I am. It's part of my personality, it's part of my DNA. So yeah, hosting you and taking you through Soweto, it's what I do for a living.
Have you ever found it challenging to balance passion and hard work before?
If you're passionate about something, there's nothing hard about it. It's in you. If you're trying to do something that's not you, then it becomes hard.
Yeah.
Yes, there'll be hard days in business, but guess what? There's rewards once you've sweated. What you put in is what you get out.
Reading up on you, we saw that you founded this company with your brother. Is it difficult to manage that relationship?
No, not at all. I mean, we both played two different roles. I'm the creative, spontaneous, mad one in the family, and always been. He's the more structured, you know what I mean? So lights and dark, we balance each other.
So would you recommend people to rather go into partnership than venture out alone?
Different strokes for different folks. The reality of any relationship is based on the connections you have. Can you trust somebody? Are they honorable towards that? So for me, my brother's my blood. Yes, we do have a little no, you right, no, I'm right type of vibes. Yeah. But the reality of it is that let the work be delivered. And if somebody's got a point to make, and it's the right point, listen. Give a person an ear. I can't always be right, he can't always be right. But if we hear each other out, then there's one direction we're going, which is forward.
And talking about working with people, networking is important as an entrepreneur. Any tips on how people can do that right?
I think it's I can't say this is right or wrong way to do it. I do it my way. And my way is purely based on me socializing. Yes, when you've come through as a client, as friends, my engagement with you after the activities, my time I spent with you finding out what else do you do, etc. You know what I mean? Your company, how big are you? Where's your year-end function? So it actually doesn't necessarily stem outside the business already. While you're there asking questions, my networking starts there. You may have leads of 3, 4 friends, other people that might want to have the engagement experience that you had. Therefore, bring it back. That's networking. Yes, when I'm at a club with friends, at a braai, at a wedding, because my business is my life, I talk it every day. Therefore, making it easier for me to be able to draw those people. Some people want it structured. No, we're going to a networking session, there's a conference wherever, that's what, no. There's no structure with regards to my networking. It's based on my personality and the character of the person I am.
Sure. And what has been your biggest challenge so far as an entrepreneur?
Doing right things in the township.
Sure.
Because quad biking, when I was told, when I started the business, you'd be out of business in 3 to 6 months. We are now 5 years going to 6 years. So the biggest challenge is changing people's perceptions of what the ability of a young black child are.
Yeah.
So we've got to break those boundaries, you know what I mean? So there are limitations to what people think we can do. There are limitations that we've been embedded to think we can do.
Definitely.
This world, as it sits in our time, how many years is it since 1976? 40 years later.
Sure.
Right. The youth of 1976 have given us an opportunity to do and engage with whatever we want. Our future lies in our own hands. No, Tata Madiba came and passed on.
Yeah.
It's up to you. Nothing in this world is for free. Nobody's going to step up to you and say, hey, here you are, here's a nice business here, go run with it. No. Nobody is ever going to give you anything. Go out there, earn it, work it. It's yours for the taking.
Sure. Thank you so much, Khumutso, for all your words of wisdom and for the inspiration that you've given us to go out there and get it done.
Thank you for having me once again.
That's all from me, Bono Selesho, and our guest Khumutso Poe, right here on The Big Interview.
Jozi is known as the business capital of South Africa, so naturally, it's filled with entrepreneurs and innovative startups. Here at JoziMyBeginning, we like to keep you in touch with what's happening in the city around you. Next up, we have the news. In the headlines today, JoziMyBeginning enters phase 2 of the program. The city of Joburg's Micro Mall reaches its prototype phase. And news on the 3rd annual Green Youth Indaba. Hello, I'm Nozipho Mpanza with this week's news. The 120 finalists for phase 2 of JoziMyBeginning have started their journey. In phase 2, the participants take part in a series of workshops that are aimed at developing their business ideas. In the first of the workshops, held in Moorpark, Johannesburg, the participants were given exercises which were focused on helping them understand their product and customers. These included mind mapping, empathizing with the customer, and conducting a problem analysis of the product. The workshops will run for a few more weeks, and participants will pitch to a panel of investors on the 16th of July. The City of Joburg's initiative to roll out 6 micro malls has reached its prototype phase. The prototype is being built at Resolution Circle and will provide a template for each of the malls due to be constructed in each region of Johannesburg. These malls are made from shipping containers, providing cost-efficient incubation space to small businesses. 60 CIF Phase 2 finalists will eventually be chosen to initiate their businesses throughout these micro malls. And in our last story, the 3rd annual Green Youth Indaba took place at the Innovation Hub in Pretoria. The theme of the 2016 conference was Green Innovations and Sustainable Skills Development for Inclusive Growth. The sponsors of this year's Indaba included Tosaka Media Group and the Department of Environmental Affairs, among others. Over 300 ambitious young people who are looking to change the face of the environment in South Africa attended the Indaba, as well as many others that are aspiring to get into the industry. Remember to keep in touch with us through our social media pages or email us your entrepreneurial news at info@jozimybeginning.co.za. From us at the news team, goodbye. Next week, you don't want to miss the show as our journey with the competition finalists continues. We get updates on the competition, our mentors are here to assist once again, and we catch up with leading entrepreneurs in our big interview. Don't forget to connect with us on social media. We'd love to hear from you. That's all from the JoziMyBeginning team, and from me, Nozipho Mpanza, Ngibonge kakhulu. Until next week, goodbye.